Hey everyone, this is another Tubie2go video. This one is to show you how to modify an infinity feed bag so that you don't have to manually prime it by holding down the teardrop on the cartridge. So this is good for either if you have blenderized feeds or any feeds that are thicker, that are hard to push through the feed cartridge even with the manual prime. Or it's good in general if you have any feeds where you just want to prime really quickly. So the first thing that I normally do is just a hack where I take the clamp off of a feed extension, just cut off the end of a feed extension that I'm going to throw out and steal the clamp so that I can put it on the bottom of an infinity feed bag before I modify it, just so that I have the ability to still stop the flow of the feed that you're putting through, because once you modify it, it's just gonna flow through gravity. So what I do is I take the clamp and I snip the end, each end. So I just go like this, take a pair of scissors and snip that, and then go on the same side on the other end, snip, and this way I can still slide the tubing of the feed bag say hi, Kylie.
Hi.
Daddy's watching me. So I'm gonna slip this extension, or sorry, feed bag onto the clamp. So now I have the end clamped. I'm going to leave it open though so that I can still prime the bag. And always remember to take the cap off, or else you're going to try to be figuring out why you're pushing and pushing and it's not going through. Okay, so what you want to do is take the cartridge. Normally you would be pushing this teardrop. So what you want to do, which I show in a different video that I have for Tubie2go of how the manual prime works, the manual prime explained. I'm just going to pry that piece of silicone off the end there. See how you have a little tip here? That's normally how the feed would go through, except it's very, very narrow. Let me just focus the camera a little bit. So see this little tip here? It's very narrow and it's got a very small hole on the underside, which is what you're trying to get a thick feed through, which is why it's so difficult. So what you want to do is snip that little piece off. So over here, you want to take that little piece off. I'm just gonna just cut it off. It's over here in the sink now. Okay. So now we have that piece cut off. See how the tip is missing now? You've got a bigger hole for the feed to go through. So once you've done that, you can just slip the silicone rubber back on. And you're going to be able to pour the feed through. So I've got Real Food blends. I've got the beef version, and I've actually got quite a bit of liquid in it, but this will work regardless, even if you have a thicker blend. I think this was 1 pouch of beef to 300 mils of Pedialyte, so it's pretty liquidy. You can see it's already flowing. Oh, kind of covered it. See, without even squeezing the bag, it's already started flowing through. So I haven't done anything and it's already going down the bag.
Is it going to go out here?
Yep, because our clamp is open, right?
Yep.
So if you were to squeeze the clamp, then it wouldn't be allowed to flow anymore. So see, I'm just... Yeah, that you're holding it. I'm squeezing. See all the food going down, Kylie?
Oh, it's really close.
I'm just going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Get it all the way through. And I don't have to hold the teardrop at all. Yeah, once it starts coming out, Kylie, can you clamp it for me?
Let's clamp.
close that.
Now?
Not yet. Once it starts dripping. Okay, dripping, it's dripping.
There.
There. So now it's clamped and it's not dripping anymore, right?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we have to do.
There's my hair. Hello.
And that's all you have to do to modify the feed cartridge of an infinity bag so that you can push thicker blends through, or if it's not a thick blend, then you're just going to be able to prime it super quick.